Good morning. Got my coffee, got my bacon in the skillet, even got my shirt on wrong side out. Let me change that. It was cool when I got up this morning, so I put it on. I'm just gonna change it right here on the camera. Now my shirt's on right. My mama got me this shirt one time. It says Cannon is my jam. But I've almost quit making jam because it's got so much sugar in it. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the storm. Now, you guys know that I'm in Arkansas, and Little Rock was hit by a pretty bad tornado yesterday, but I'm far, far from Little Rock. I'm 2-hour drive from Little Rock, so I'm a long way from there. I'm in the west central part of Arkansas, so we was pretty good here. Wasn't any problems here. But anyway, I want to tell you another story this morning. Y'all want to hear another story? This one happened a long time ago, and let me think, how long would it have been? My son, who's almost 33, it happened to him when he was just a big old, young teenager. He wasn't a kid, but he wasn't grown either. You want to hear it? Well, anyway, I'm going to tell you anyway. My kids were homeschooled, and my son was the youngest, so he was the only one still at home. I've got 2 kids. I've got a daughter and a son. But anyway, so he was homeschooled, and one day, me and Terry was going to run over to my sister's and pick up this old refrigerator she was going to give me. She had it in her garage, and she was going to give it to me to put on my porch to keep my milk in. Because when I milk, I have lots of milk, and I need to keep it all not in the refrigerator in the kitchen. So anyway, we took the trailer. We was going to put it on this trailer, 16-foot trailer, and bring it home. But anyway, Justin, that's my son, he was going to stay home. And I told him, I said, well, just lock the doors, and if somebody comes you don't know, don't go to the door. And so we get off down to my sister's, which is 4 or 5 miles away. It's not far, but we're down there. And this was back, man, it was a long time ago. I'm trying to think, if he's 30-something now, it was 15 years ago at least, wasn't it? Maybe longer than that. But anyway, we get down to my sister's, and back in them days we had a cell phone, not like these now. You know how them old cell phone, old flip phone type things used to look, but kind of like that. Well, we get down to my sister's, and we may have been loaded up, and he called. I forget whether he called me or I called him, and he said somebody's at the door. And I said, well, just don't go to the door. Because he didn't know who it was. And he didn't go to the door. But whoever it was this door right here. This door right over here. Well, anyway, that person then tried the door handle, tried the doorknob. And of course, it was locked and they couldn't get in. And there's a little porch there that had some tools. They ended up getting some tools and trying to break in the door. And here's my son. He's probably 14, 15. I can't remember exactly. But here he is in the house. And they can't get in that door. These are metal doors, and they've got deadbolt locks and all that. And they couldn't get in that door. But then they went to gathering up stuff that was out on the porch that they thought they wanted to steal, I guess, and made a little pile out there and hadn't put it in the truck yet. But then they go around to another door, the front door over there, and they're trying that door, and they're still trying to get in the house, and they don't get in through the door. Because I said they're metal doors with deadbolt locks, but they were using my husband's tools to try. So they can't get in the other door, but the other door in the living room's got pretty big window there in the front. And so then they go over and take the screen off the window, and they're going to try to come in the window. But by that time, And I'm talking to my son on the phone, and we're coming home just as fast as we can, but we're not going to make it here in time because we're pulling that trailer with us. But we're coming home, and Justin, well, I can't, I'm going to have to set the phone down. And I want you to know that kid. Now, this family out here hunts, and we have some stuff in the house that you hunt with. So that kid got his deer rifle. I don't know how much I can use different words here on YouTube, but that kid got his deer rifle that he's killed game with before, and he's standing in there with that, and that person is trying to come in the window, taking the screen off, but then they look up and they see him with that gun. He throws that screen down, and that feller gets back in his truck and he leaves. He don't get in this house. I know that's a crazy story, but that's the way it happened. And it just so happened, I might have to quit talking because I hear my bacon frying back there. But anyway, a house up the road had a camera pointing toward the dirt road, the county road, and they caught the truck on camera because it was kind of older, distinctive looking truck, and they caught it on camera, and we made a police report. And later on that night, they did stop the truck. They didn't do anything to the people, but we were going to ask them if they had any goats for sale. I don't believe that. Bad guys get away with everything, it seems like. But anyway, if Justin hadn't have been here, I guess they'd have broken my house, and I don't have fancy electronics or nothing. There ain't nothing much in here that's of any value. I've got to turn that fire off. Hold on a minute. Can't burn that bacon while I'm over here chatting to you guys. But anyway, there's not been much in my house. I want you to know, yesterday I lost my phone charger, and my phone was getting really low. And I looked all over the house, and I found all kinds of chargers. I don't know how many chargers we had, but it took me forever to find the right one. It had got put in someplace else. I don't know if the little boys thought they'd use it to charge their phones when they were here during spring break or what. But I finally found it last night and got my phone charged. That's all for me. I've rattled on about nothing. But I'm telling you, my son Justin, he had some adventures. I tell you what, when he was a kid, he saw a Bigfoot too. You can believe, and I believe him, because I didn't see it, but I know the story he told. Anyway, I got to get off here. He protected our house that day, even though he was just a kid. Bye, y'all. Love you.